Hey there, I'm Marcus. I like our planet and I'm curious over people. At 21, I traveled Asia in search of three things: to see how people live, learn how people think, and understand the many ways people live their lives. To achieve this, I asked 7 people from 7 countries 7 questions. This series is an attempt to share my discoveries. Welcome to 7 Wonders. Welcome to the Himalayas, home to the highest elevation of land on Earth. Here, amidst the raw forces of nature, the people on the Palas lived in harmony with their surroundings for generations. After following the trails of the Annapurna Sanctuary, I reached the village of Gorapani. It was here, at almost 3,000 meters above sea level, I met a future successor to one of the many guest lodges in the village. He's also the uncle to this little thing. Meet Robin.
My name is Robin,
How old are you, Robin?
24. I'm manager in this hotel.
Then we have Robin's aunt, the head chef.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I'm Veena.
How old are you? Then we have Robin's sister, Parmila. What's your name, ma'am?
My name Parmila.
How old are you?
20.
Parmila is the only one of the 3 with a child, a daughter named Sirsana. This is the hotel Robin is managing. It's located at the very feet of a popular trekking destination called Poon Hill. Born and raised in this very hotel, Robin belongs to the second generation of hotel managers, following the steps of his father. Young Sirsana currently holds the title as the successor in line after Robin. The hotel has got 25 rooms with a capacity to house 35 guests. Robin and his family and staff shares a room on the first floor, where they all rest in turn. The ones not resting are out and about. Hello. The village of Gorapani consists of about 40 families, with the majority of them operating guest lodges. This stands for the main industry up here, alongside a small number of stores and restaurants. Gorapani is also the largest village in a network of treks on the way to one of the jewels of the Himalayas, the Annapurna Mountains. Located in high altitude, far away from the closest convenience store, Robin relies on farming for food and a steady supply from Sherpas for drinks and other commodities. So you grow everything from potato to garlic here?
Yeah, potatoes. You can see the little bit of cabbage
Yeah.
and spinach.
Spinach.
Yeah, spinach.
In these tough conditions, the land requires a lot of work to stay fertilized. Each and every member of the family is happy to contribute. So the people working here on the farm, is it all your family?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Some are sister-in-law and some sisters.
Yeah.
नाम भन्दै थियो? तेरो नाम सिर्जना थापा.
The nearest city to Gorapani is called Pokhara. It is located at the Lake of Peva, which reflects the views of the Annapurna Mountains in the distance on clear days. With its 250,000 inhabitants, Pokhara is the second largest city in Nepal after Kathmandu. Located a day's march from Gorapani, Robin comes here to access all the products he can't produce himself. So what you need to get from Pokhara? You need chicken and
Yeah, we need chicken and for food, yeah,
mm,
like
flour.
yeah,
Yeah,
and like to drinks, yeah, from Coca-Cola, like yeah,
yeah.
all about we drinks in Pokhara.
The goods arrive on the back of a donkey or on the back of a Sherpa. It's a tough job, but it's considered a prestigious line of work with relatively good pay. So these come from Pokhara, Robin?
Yeah.
What is this?
Or rice.
Rice, huh? Like everything done here in the mountains, all generations are involved to the fullest. This delivery is no exception. And it might be just that puts a smile on everyone's face. Though food is fairly accessible, electricity is only available at certain hours throughout the day. About electricity,
Yeah.
I noticed that there are schedules throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that right?
It's not right, yeah.
No.
But you know in Nepal, the electricity problem. So
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah.
Just we put on a solar.
Mm. The solar. Oh, here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
we have a solar. When it's not power, then we use the solar.
So how is the electricity situation in Nepal in general, in the cities?
In city, maybe I think maybe 12 hours.
Yeah.
Something.
Is that a government problem?
Yeah, it's the government problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, maybe in government ministry, you know, the main problem is corruption.
Corruption. Yeah.
That's why they want to make it. If they plan one hydropower, they plan maybe 1 million, like something, but the corruption, like that's the main problem.
Where electricity doesn't shine a light, other things will. So, what religion are you and your family?
We're Hindus.
Yeah.
You know, in Nepal, there's a big population in Hindus religion.
Do you go to temple and?
No.
No.
In Hindu, we didn't have to go in really daily or something. We didn't have to go every day like that. Just to feel.
As well as faith, Robin also believes in putting his family first. As we go for a walk, I ask him about what the future holds for his baby niece. She's born here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? And going to school in the year?
Yeah, after 1 year later, she going straight school.
How old is she then?
She's running in 4, and after 5 years, she started in school.
Alone?
Not alone, but she have friends also.
Yeah.
So.
But she has to live not with you, huh?
Not with you, because in this place, now we don't have school in Golpani, but we have to put in Pokhara in hostel.
So who takes care of her?
We put in hostel.
Yeah.
There's maybe teacher.
Teacher?
Yeah, teachers care, and we are going to meet sometimes.
Meet sometimes?
Yeah.
And you pay for food and stuff?
Pay the food and tuition fee.
Yeah.
Study.
How long? From she's 5 to?
5 to maybe 20 years. But she comes in holidays.
Yeah. She comes and visits.
Yeah.
Whether they have time off school or time off work, the people of Gorepani loves to play. So now I'm gonna ask you, what do you do for fun here when you want to enjoy and relax?
If you want fun, we have to go some play games, snooker house.
Yeah. Your snooker house there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then play the volleyball.
Mm. Archer. And you have badminton
Yeah.
Yeah.
We every day play the badminton.
every day.
Yeah.
दुईटा कुरा चेक थर मैले त्यो भन्दा पनि
यो खाऊ चलाउँछ
After a good game, the only thing that tastes better than victory is a good meal. The hotel kitchen is operated entirely by members of the family. The kitchen serves as the very heart of the hotel, pumping out much needed energy to its staff and guests. The signature dish is called momos, the very cornerstone in Nepalese cuisine. In this particular instance, they get filled with cheese and potatoes before being wrapped in dough. Then they are steamed before being served. Good food equals high morale here in the mountains. As usual around here, all generations are involved. The fairs in the kitchen are no exception. The bond between generations seems generally strong here. It just might be the reason why so many families have survived out here through the years, and how they'll continue to do so in the future. How important is family to you, Robin?
Family is important, yeah. Because if we didn't have family, like nothing we didn't have. So most important things.
Do you have all family around you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your family growing up?
Yeah, it's a good family. We live in here, and actually, it's my mom and dad is live in another city. So
Do you see them often?
yeah, we see often, and we're going to meet them sometimes.
Yeah. As Robin looks after his family, their community looks after Robin.
We have one community.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mayor?
Not a mayor, but in this village, just a community.
Yeah.
They decide how can we clean,
Yeah.
how can manage. So
Is it a good community?
yeah, good community.
Good
But
leader?
not a one leader, yeah. But
Mm.
they have too many peoples.
Yeah.
So they discuss about everything.
Visiting the mountains requires a particular devotion, with the love for the climb at the very core of it. I ask Robin why he thinks the mountains are calling certain people.
I think in their country, they can't see the mountains, and here also. So they love to see the mountains, and they do trekkings.
Yeah.
Also.
And the air
In
and...
this place, fresh air, you know.
What do you like about the mountains?
If you not happy, you can go to sit alone and see the mountains, and you feel happiness.
Yeah.
Like
After spending a day in the mountains with Robin, we wake up early the next day and trek up to Poon Hill. At 3,200 meters above sea level, it has a stunning view of the Annapurna mountain range. Here seems like a good spot to ask Robin the 7 questions I wonder and ponder about. Here we go. Question number 1. What are good and bad in your life?
that is, I think if you don't have money, something, you can't do anything. So we feeling is bad. So that's bad, and good is maybe. of in Nepal. That's why.
Doing the same thing, managing hotels?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's depend on times. So yeah, it's good job.
Question number 3. Who is God?
Maybe I believe in God, yeah, but actually I think God is my mom and dad, like my family. So I think so. God is my family, so mom and dad.
Question number 4, my friend.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that enters your mind?
First, I'm Korpani, so I think is a hotel. So that's why our thing is how to make happy to get our guys, like something how to manage like that.
The mornings are all about the hotel, but what about the evenings? Question number 5, Robert. When you go to sleep, what is the last thing you think about?
I think how is the hotel is guest is happy or not? I think that, and I think to my father and mother is they are not with me. They live in another city. So I think about them. So
You talk to them often?
yeah, I don't know. I'm going to meet them out of Switzerland.
Very nice. Question number 6, Robin. What is the meaning of life?
Life is a struggle, we have to do many struggles for money and life, how to manage our life, and stay and properties. So I feel life is we have to do it, struggle.
Struggle.
Yeah, work every day, take care of family and think about life.
Last question, my friend, okay? You ready? What makes you smile?
If we're whole family like this, and if we have enough money, property, food, otherwise alone, yeah, we're not happy.
Together you're happy.
Yeah, together